All right. This is in line with the jobs update. Jobs update that I wanted to give you about what's happening in the Middle East. I had a okay. Anyway, I've taken permission from my clients to share this. Obviously, I'm not going to share their individual names. Now, this guy yesterday, he has been sending me mails from so long, from 2-3 years. Okay, how much is your service? How much is that? How much is this? Literally, it's like asking for a price list. You know, you go to a restaurant and you ask them, okay, how much is this? He tells you, okay, I'll come back. How much is that? Okay, I'll come back. So this guy took the entire price list of everything that I could offer. Like he'd ask me, okay, how much is consulting? Okay, how many minutes? Okay, what if I want 1 hour? What if I want 30 minutes? What if I want 15 minutes? He used to send an email, so okay, he's not taking my time. Finally, I had spoken to him and I told him, listen, what do you want? Now, obviously, I want a job and this and that. I told him, this is what it is. This is what it will include. Go for this. He said, okay. And he never got back to me. Fine. There's no force. Now, finally yesterday, again he gets in touch with me, but this time on WhatsApp. Asked him, what is your email? And I remember that CV because I'd kept notes. I was like, now what do you want? The news, revised price list. He's like, no, I really want a job. I said, I know you want a job. You've been telling me for 2 years. Finally he said, no, I'll pay you now. I said, you'll pay me now? You're sure? So he said, yeah, fine. I didn't believe it. I gave him the link and lo and behold, in less than 5 minutes he paid me. I was like, oh, wow, okay. That's quite an improvement. And, I was really curious, like, why did he say yes? So finally I got on a Zoom call with him. I said, I'm just curious. I gave him the instructions, what is required, because it's going to take, I work together. I don't copy paste and give a resume. So I told him, these are the instructions. Need your laptop, need an internet connection. We're going to have a video call. I'm going to ask you questions. Step by step, we're going to prepare the resume. You're going to see it as we are going to do it through Google Docs. Fine. Finally, I asked him, I'm just curious, why did you say yes? Like, from 2 years, you've been going on and on. And finally, he tells me, his wife left him, took the kid and left him because he was without a job and she couldn't handle it anymore. Then over that, he lost his job. He lost his property because he had taken a bank loan, mortgage and this and that. He lost all that. Okay. And then I wouldn't say icing, rather the climax, the horrible climax was, his mother died because of stress. And he was in depression. He couldn't take it anymore. I just kept quiet. I said, are you feeling all right? You've been through a lot. He literally almost in tears and he's talking to me. I listened to him. See, it's not that I'm a machine or an animal. Losing your mother, especially if you love, it's a bit too much, On top of that, he has lost his wife, he has lost his kid. I guess I could relate to him because he has a daughter like me. So anyway, I told him, don't worry, I'll also speak to some people I know because there are a lot of vacancies happening. So, but see, here's the thing, and this is what I also told him. Why do you wait until it's too late? Like, why? Why do you have to be pushed to that limit where finally it's like, shit, I messed up. I lost everything. He lost everything. He had everything going on for him. marriage, parents were with him, and my mother, sorry, he had. Anyway, it's. I told him, don't worry, I'll see what I can do, because I went through a lot of shit. Now that was one. The second one that I got yesterday was this guy. Now here's a funny thing. This guy has been following me for I think 7 years, 8 years. Okay, he has been following me on Facebook, whatever. Okay, and I don't know him much. Very big fat guy. Okay, very big fat guy. And don't worry, he knows. The reason he got angry with me is because I called him big fat. Actually, what had happened was he got in touch with me 6-7 years ago when he wanted some advice on, those days has to give advice for free. So he was a real big guy, and I told him, see, listen, you're really fat. You need to lose this weight, and others, you'll not get girls and this. And I think he felt insulted or hurt, because he being slightly well off, he was rich, okay, and he couldn't take it, and after that he didn't keep in touch. Now what I did not know was he obviously deleted me from his Facebook, this and that, and then he told me this. Imagine, he told me, "Lo, I have something to admit." I said, "Go ahead, I'm all ears." He's like, "I used to troll you on through fake accounts on your videos and other posts and all that. I used to always click report and complain." So I was like, "Okay, but why?" He's saying, "I just didn't like you." He's saying, "I felt hurt, I felt insulted, you were trying to, I just couldn't stand you." He's saying jealousy or hatred or whatever. So I said, okay, fine. Now the funny thing is, he didn't forget about it for 7 years. 7 bloody years. Now obviously, why did he come to me? Well, he had a business, I'll not give the specifics, but it was more of, you take vehicles and you customize it. Okay. Now, during COVID, nobody is going to come in and visit you and meet you, and he had like a coffee shop and a custom this thing, and the whole thing went belly up. On top of that, he was married to a beautiful model, really beautiful girl, and she dumped him for someone else. And I just told him, today it's the second incident that I'm hearing of a divorce. I think what happens is, if you marry someone for when you're rich and successful, and you impress them with your money and this thing, when things go bad, a lot of marriages have broken up because of this COVID, I think, because of this financial issues and all that. A lot of relationships have gone. So he was upset about it, and he still was stubborn. But what happened was, he got a stroke, and that was the turning point, because he was bedridden, and obviously the business collapsed. Wife no longer bothered about him, and now he has a stroke because, remember I told you, he's super fat, and now he has to lose weight and all that, and he doesn't have a choice. Lucky for him, the stroke that he had was not so serious where he was like paralyzed, or he still has problems with one side of his body, and he genuinely wants to work and build his brand and all that. So, and he thought, we'll start by repairing the bridges with people who told him stuff that he didn't want to hear. lose weight and this and that. And in fact, his family members, some of them told him, don't marry this girl. But that time, when you're in love, you don't give a fuck. Anyway, so I asked him permission. He said, yeah, go ahead, let people know, love is all shit and this and that. He is still a little emotionally, hurt. But I told him, it's a work in progress, give it time. So we are currently working on a couple of things. Last, if not the least, third example. See, before I give the final example, the reason I share these examples is maybe if there's a learning, there's something that you can pick up and it can change your life positively. That's why I share this. Because instead of you making all the mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes. That's why I share these things, It's not only, oh yeah, law is great. I've also made mistakes. You see, also talk about my mistakes. The third and final this thing is this young man. He had gotten in touch with me, I think, during the COVID crisis. He got in touch with me, and he had paid the money. We started to work on his profile, and one fine day he just vanished. He didn't complete this thing. I followed up with him and all that. He didn't. And for me it's very simple. I'll follow up with you, but I'm not going to chase you. See, you have paid me money. You have to take some interest, right? So he didn't follow up. I didn't bother. Finally, he got in touch with law. I would like to complete it. I was like, boss, this is bloody what? 1 year, 2 year, what? Where the hell did you vanish? What happened? So I told him, one is, it's expired because paid you that time. My rates have increased, and it's not. It's like I pay for the rent and I never stay, and I come after 2 years. I paid for the rent. I'm going to stay here. It doesn't work that way. I paid for some membership, or I paid for this computer. I come after 2 years. Okay, now I want to take it. They'll be like, sorry, things have changed. So obviously, I didn't charge him full, but I told him you have to pay something. He said, okay. So I asked him, what happened? Why did he discontinue? He then told me he didn't like the way I spoke to him. I was like, okay, how did I speak? No, you are very rude. You're telling me you should not act over smart, shouldn't be overconfident. Saying I didn't like that tone. Nobody spoke to me that way. I was like, that's how I am. So then I said, then why did you come back? What had happened was, this guy, his ego got hurt. Young guy, blood is hot. So, and he's a sales guy. So obviously, I don't blame him. Salespeople should be like that. Your blood should be out. You should be aggressive and you should want to prove the world wrong. So he decided he would not take my this thing. He will do it without my help. He told me, he sent me an email telling me fuck off or something. I told him I never saw that email. Maybe it got put in the spam folder, lucky for him. So then what he did was, he joined this company on bullshit. He fabricated his credentials and he fabricated his achievements. And he joined the first company, it was doing well. But because of COVID, then he joined another company. And he did the same thing. This time he bullshitted even more. I had asked him specifically what it, like for example, if he could do 10, he said I did 20 or I did 30. Basically, he just exaggerated everything about him and even showed me CV. I was like, fucking hell. His CV made him look like a god. I told him, do you know what is the mistake you made? He's saying, yeah, I set the bar too high. I said, exactly. I said, you can achieve 10, but you tell someone I can do 50. Then obviously when you join a company, they'll say, okay, do 60 or 70. So you can only do 10. How would you achieve, even you will not be able to achieve 50. And the worst part was, he joined, he left the company during COVID and joined another company. So obviously, they need sales. and he's in sales. He was not able to achieve, and I think because of his hot blood and all that, he got into a nice argument with the owner. See, when someone is powerful and rich and you try to act smart with them, they will fucking destroy you. I learned that the hard way. He got jacked badly. That guy made sure that he took him to court and this and that, and until he broke down, completely broke down, begged and all that. And finally he took help of other people and made peace, and fine. He suffered a lot. He really suffered a lot, and I could make out that he was still hurting inside, and that fire was there, but this time a little bit of fear, and fear is good. So anyway, these were the 3 clients that I received yesterday for jobs. I think the story, the lessons you can learn. The first one is like, don't wait until it's too late. I mean, when it's too late, it's too late. Lucky for him, he at least could manage to still sort things out. And the second one is, if you're searching for advice or guidance, don't search for stuff that people will praise you and appreciate you and lift you up. People who talk sweet are not necessarily your friends. And people who correct you are not necessarily, or who tell you stuff that you don't want to listen to, are not necessarily your enemies. And the last lesson with regards to this guy, I mean, you should not exaggerate, and especially in a written document. And on top of that, this other mistake that he did was, you don't fight with someone who is the owner and someone who's powerful. Oof. I made that mistake in 2011. I realized it that's why anyone who's powerful, rich, and sorry sir, sorry, even if it's my sorry, bye-bye, bye-bye. You don't need complications. People with power and influence, if they really want to destroy your life, oof, they'll go to any length. Hate is a very powerful emotion. Anyway, and yeah, one extra lesson you can learn. That guy who hated me for 7 years. I told him one last thing. I said, all that energy you spent hating me, all that time, instead you could have focused on yourself instead of being focused on me. I became the center of your life. So I told him, focus on you from now. Just make you the center of the world, not someone else. Anyway, I just thought I'd share these lessons with you. I hope you got something of value from these real stories, real people. And yeah, remember, you get married when you're rich and successful. When you go through tough times, that love will vanish. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Me signing off. Ciao.